What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and as all of you know by now, the first Descendant open beta is now live, and my original plan for this morning's video was to highlight certain aspects of the game that I know many of you were curious about, such as the weapons, the farming, the skills, the UI, all of that stuff. However, this morning I have been receiving a lot of questions from many of you out there, so I did want to take a few moments and try to answer as many as I can. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, and we are having a giveaway for an Xbox Series S. We're giving away 2, and all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winners will be announced October 1st of this year. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about today, my friends, has to do with the PC crashing that's going on during the beta, and it really seems to be hit or miss. And what I mean is, you are either having the best time ever, or the game is crashing continuously for you, and I'm not talking about just in the middle of your gameplay. Some of you have reached out and said you cannot get past the main menu, and other players, the game seems to be working fine, but as soon as you open up your menu to try to change weapons, the thing crashes. Now, at this point, I've reached out to the game, and keep in mind as I say that, I have no affiliation with this game whatsoever. But obviously, I want to try to get you answers. I have not heard anything back as yet, but the one thing I've read, and this has worked for some people, is completely uninstalling this game, then reinstalling it. I know for many of you out there, including myself, we pre-downloaded this thing yesterday. Maybe there was an issue when we did that, and again, it does not work for everyone, but people have reached out saying that did fix the problem. I hope it works for you, and obviously once I get any tangible information on a fix, I promise to pass it along. Now, another issue that's been brought to my attention has to do with the game's audio mixing, and we all know when it comes to any game that we play, the audio can have a huge make or break impact on whether we truly enjoy the thing. Now, there are settings where you can change things up. However, I have heard from some of you out there saying even after you adjust a few things, the gunfire is too loud compared to the voices, or vice versa. But because it is an open beta, it is my sincere hope that the game will have enough time to fix certain things before this thing goes live, and again, we do not have a release date as yet. And if you happen to be having any other major issues in the open beta, please let me know what they are in the comments section down below. I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. And one final thing I'd like to mention before I move on to your questions is that my experience with this open beta so far has been absolutely perfect. I play an Xbox Series X. I have not run into any major issues whatsoever. But one thing I've always done at this channel and will continue to do is give you a fair and balanced assessment of a game regardless of my own personal experience. That is exactly what I'm doing now, and I want to keep you informed on what's going on in the community. That takes us to our next part, which is going over the rewards you will be able to earn when playing this open beta. So first of all, you can see that all players who play this thing, no matter what, you will receive one emote, and for those of you out there who can get yourself to level 20, you will get a bear-shaped backpack trophy as well. Now, they do mention that you will receive your event rewards when the actual official launch takes place, not during this test period, and you need to make sure you log in with the platform and account you used during the crossplay open beta to make sure you get everything you've earned. Now, for those of you out there who would like to receive an additional reward for taking a survey about the open beta, I will leave a link to it in the video description down below. You can see you're going to get a bunny head skin called the Trendsetter, and in addition to that, there happen to be daily login rewards as well. You can see what they are on the screen right now. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, I will leave a link to all of this information in the video description down below. That way you can check it out anytime you want and go over all of the details. Now, at this point in the video, my friends, I would like to take a few minutes and talk about my experience in the game so far. Now, keep in mind as I say that, I've only played for about 3.5, 4 hours, but it has been completely smooth, and yes, there have been a few lagging issues here and there, but putting that aside, I love the gameplay. I needed to tweak a few things on the camera settings because I am used to playing other games, so I did need to adjust a few things to really feel comfortable with the gameplay itself. But once I did make those minor adjustments, it really did have a positive impact on my gameplay, and that now takes me to talking about farming, because as most of you know, when it comes to a game like this, everything we do in this game is going to be centered around getting that higher quality loot, and obviously farming is the keystone to doing that, which means what is the game's replayability going to be like, and will it give us the incentive to want to log in? Now, to give you a quick example, and once again, this footage you're looking at is very early on in my gameplay. I will continue to bring you updated videos, but you can see that you obviously know where the mission is located. You can fast travel once you've completed completed it once, and it also gives you a breakdown of how long it's going to take to clear the thing. And for those of you out there who may not have a lot of time to play on a daily basis, this feature can actually give you that incentive to play because you could feel like you're going to accomplish something in a short amount of time. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this up. Now, this is going to be the first of many videos I bring you this week in regard to the game. We'll be going over different settings, we'll talk about weapons, different skills, a bunch of other things as well. And of course, I will continue to bring you any official updates the game passes along. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage. I sincerely appreciate the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
The recent fierce battle with the Vulgus is still fresh in the memory. Complete sense why HQ needed you. We can't face the Vulgus without capable descendants like you.
Let me tell you how I managed to come back from the core.
Understandable that humanity flocked to Albion. I mean, beings with unknown weapons from another dimension had appeared out of nowhere. It's unfortunate that the Magisters have manipulated Arcane. But it has led me to you. I think many things will change in the future.